Hi, Shining Lights Church. It's Pastor Chris. I'm joining you from the sanctuary today. We will continue to try to release one of these quick updates every day. And of course, we will be sending out an email once a week to give you what's going on. Want to let you know the big piece of information is we did gather together to talk about tomorrow night, our Wednesday night activity night. We will be postponing that. We're not going to meet here at the church tomorrow evening. There's two big things in that decision. The first one is that gives the staff time to start looking into different ways that we can continue Bible studies, we can continue small groups digitally if we need to move into that format. And it also just gives us time to do an extra thorough deep clean of the church. We're bringing in additional people with additional supplies to be able to make this just the cleanest you've ever seen Shining Lights Church. The other thing I want to let you know is you're wondering about a lot of other things, about Sunday morning services, about our different ministries, and that decision has not been made yet. We're going to remain fluid so that as the situation changes, we can take the best steps. We're not going to overreact. We're not going to be trying to make a decision on Monday that won't come into effect until Sunday. We're going to take time to be able to see what's going on and make the best decisions possible. Some of you are going to be frustrated we're not meeting tomorrow night. I get it. In fact, I share a lot of those frustrations. I love coming together to meet in person. The truth is that this decision is meant to reflect two things. The first one is we're not going to stop ministering. We're taking the time to make sure we can continue ministry, even just for those who become sick with different ailments. We're expecting a very nasty season of illness, and so we are preparing to continue ministry in that possibility. The other thing is that we want to make sure we're communicating that we love our people, our congregation, and that right now there's a lot of missing information. And so we're going to take the time to make sure that we can make the best decisions about ongoing ministry, especially Sunday morning, as it's such a special time to us. When Jesus spoke to his disciples, he told them not to worry about what they'll eat or what they'll be clothed with. He said that God takes care of the birds of the air and he cares about us so much more, that God clothes the flower in splendor and even more beautifully than Solomon and all of his riches could clothe himself. And the idea is that as followers of Christ, if we focus on God's kingdom, that all those things, our daily needs, will be taken care of. As we aim to be in the center of God's will, we don't have to worry about today. We don't have to worry about the future. We don't have to worry about these things. It won't add a day to our life. But being in the center of God's will be God's perfection in us, that we get to be in the center of his plan for us. I'd like to ask your help with one other thing. Yesterday was an especially bad day with misinformation. There was almost a rush on grocery stores because people were incorrectly told that the grocery stores would close. There was a lot of miscommunication about the polling locations today, and even though many people ended up being right in the end, when they were saying it, they were completely wrong, and it caused even more confusion, especially for many of the elderly who were hesitant to get out of their homes. Look, help us out. Take some time to make sure that we are representing truth and we are representing peace. May all of our interactions, social media or otherwise, point people toward Jesus, not toward panic. And just take a moment to verify things, even with Governor DeWine's Twitter account, or with the Ohio Department of Health, or with the ohio.gov website, or coronavirus.oh.gov. All these places will give you verified information because we do not want to be insiders of panic. We want to be light bearers and bringers of God's shalom, his perfect peace. Shining Lights Church, we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to minister. We're going to continue to expect God's great miracles. And we're going to continue to lift one another up in prayer. If you'd like to be prayed for, go ahead and reach out at prayer@shininglights.com. And we cannot wait to continue to minister God's word together.